Imagine this, a man with a calculator for a brain, but no heart in his chest, stares at two sandwiches, chicken or tuna. He's got every nutritional fact memorized, every calorie calculated, every vitamin cross-referenced, but he still starves. Why? Because logic alone is a machine without a steering wheel. It can add, subtract, divide, but it can't tell you what the fuck actually matters. That's what happens when the emotional centre of the brain is fried. No priority system, no compass, just endless ifs and maybes, like a GPS with no destination typed in. Now here's the reframe: intuition. It's logic at quantum speed. Not the absence of logic, not some woo-woo magic voice from the heavens. No, intuition is your brain's ability to collapse trillions of calculations into a gut feeling. Yes, no. And it cuts through the bullshit. Think of it like Google Maps. You could look at every single street, every traffic report, every accident, every construction site manually. Or just hit start and it computes all of that in a fraction of a second. That's intuition. The big picture, life itself is a buffet. Every damn day you're faced with 1,000 what to eat for lunch decisions. Jobs, relationships, investments, where to live, who to love. Without intuition, you drown in analysis paralysis. You spend your life staring at the menu until the restaurant closes, and you starve spiritually. With intuition, you order, you eat, you live, you move forward. So let's chunk this down. A toddler grabs the red crayon, not because he ran a decision tree algorithm, because his emotional centre screams, yes, this one. You cross the street not after calculating the attack speed of a car, because your gut whispers, don't, too close. You choose a friend, a lover, a business partner, sometimes against the data, because something deeper says, this is the one. That's logic running at quantum speed, your brain compressing mountains of lived experience, micro-expressions, body language, smell, tone, history, into a single pulse of knowing. So why is it important? Because without it, you're a robot. And robots don't thrive. They survive, barely. Science has proven this. People with damage to the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, the emotional centre. They can list the pros and cons of every option, but can't pick a lunch. They can't choose, can't prioritise, can't live. If you don't do this, don't trust your intuition. You'll stay stuck in jobs you hate, in relationships that rot your soul, in loops that drain you. But do trust it. You'll leap before your mind has time to sabotage, and you land in places logic alone could never take you. It's cause and effect. The universe will do this, get that. Ignore your intuition, and you pay the price in regret, wasted time, missed chances. Honour it, and doors open before you knock. The fear. What if people judge me? What if I'm wrong? Fuck that. You already use intuition daily. You're just blind to it. You don't run math when you tie your shoes, kiss someone, laugh at a joke. You just do. And when you're wrong, that's just data feeding back into the quantum machine. Next time sharper, faster, better. So where do you get stuck? The limiting belief is this: intuition is unreliable. No. What's unreliable is your self-trust. Your parents, your school, society, they trained you to worship logic, to bow to numbers, to disrupt your inner compass. But you've been using it your whole life. It's why you're still here. The patterns that keep us down Overthinking every choice until we're paralyzed, needing permission before we act. Believing someone else's data more than your own direct knowing. Confusing safety with wisdom. These drain your life force. They're the cages. So let's pace where you are. You've been told to think, to analyse, to prove. You value being rational, precise, not wrong. That's noble. That's your criteria. Accuracy, control, safety. Now let me lead. The safest, most accurate, most controlled way to live is to let your intuition lead. Because it's not less logical, it's more. It's the supercomputer, while analysis is the abacus. A farmer doesn't measure every raindrop before planting. He feels the season in his bones. A surfer doesn't calculate the exact force vectors of a wave. She paddles when her gut says now. A wolf doesn't debate whether to hunt. He moves when instinct whispers. You don't stand at the urinal doing calculus. You just piss when your body says go. It's already in you, installed. You just forgot. Follow this and you'll cut years off your learning curve in life. You'll spot bullshit faster, dodge toxic people quicker, seize opportunities sooner. You'll feel alive because you'll stop being a slave to the endless maybe. Ignore this, and you'll keep circling the buffet of life with an empty plate. You'll die with regrets, starving at the table of abundance, because you couldn't pick the damn sandwich. So as you hear this now, your mind can notice all the ways you've already trusted your gut and survived. The moment you swerved on the road before you consciously saw the danger. That time you said yes to someone who became your best friend. That time you knew you had to leave, and you did, and life got better. And your unconscious is already stacking those references, building the muscle, wiring the circuitry. So from this moment forward, every choice becomes easier, every priority clearer, every step aligned. Because your intuition is not the enemy of logic. It's logic upgraded, weaponized, quantum charged. And as you live this truth day by day, you realize the most dangerous risk is not trusting yourself. The most liberating power is knowing you already can. People with damaged emotional centers can't decide lunch because they lost the compass. You have it. Intuition is your compass, your supercomputer. Your fuck yes or fuck no. Logic draws the map, but intuition decides the journey. And the moment you honour it, you stop starving and you start living.